Former President Donald Trump took the stage at the Believers Summit in West Palm Beach, Florida, rallying his supporters with a barrage of critiques aimed at Vice President Kamala Harris. The event, held by the conservative group Turning Point Action, saw Trump sharpening his attacks on Harris, whom he labeled a bum and accused of having far-left intentions for the country. The crowd, filled with patriotic and family-oriented Americans, cheered as Trump promised to restore traditional values. Trump's criticisms spanned several topics. He called Harris the border czar, accusing her of failing to control migration into the U.S. He even humorously suggested holding the next Turning Point conference in Caracas, Venezuela, due to the alleged influx of criminals from there. He then linked Harris to a new California law that bans schools from disclosing trans children's identities to parents, criticizing her for trampling on parental rights. This drew particular ire from the audience, many of whom value strong family foundations and parental control in education. On the topic of abortion, Trump accused Harris of supporting extreme policies, including late-term abortions and even the execution of babies, a claim he made to highlight her supposed disregard for the sanctity of life. He juxtaposed this with his own track record, proudly citing the Supreme Court justices he appointed who had overturned Roe v. Wade, a long-awaited victory for the pro-life movement. Trump also alleged that Harris would flood the U.S. judicial system with hardcore Marxists, contrasting them with his own courageous appointees dedicated to upholding conservative values. This rhetoric played well with the crowd, many of whom view the judiciary as a crucial battleground for preserving traditional American principles. However, not everyone agreed with Trump's assertions. Some sources pointed out that many of his claims about Harris were factually incorrect. Yet the atmosphere at the rally was one of unity and determination, with Trump urging his followers to vote and promising that in 4 years, we'll have it fixed so good, you're not going to have to vote. His words seemed to resonate deeply with an audience tired of liberal policies and eager for a return to conservative governance. Despite his tough rhetoric, Trump's focus remained resolute on uniting Christians and conservatives across America, drawing a clear line between the values he espouses and those he attributes to Harris. This heartfelt appeal to faith, family, and freedom embodied the essence of the conservative spirit, which many felt had been under siege in recent years. As the event concluded, it was clear that Trump's strategy was to frame the upcoming election as a decisive battle between preserving America's traditional values and succumbing to liberal extremism. His call to action was clear: to rally behind a vision of America anchored in personal responsibility, patriotism, and respect for family and life. The crowd left inspired, ready to fight for the principles they hold dear.